Hello students, welcome back. In our previous class, we learnt what is civics. So civics is the study of the rights and duties of citizens. Today, we shall begin with a new topic in civics. That is being a good neighbor. The house that we live in is located next to many other houses. The people who live in the houses near us are called our neighbors. It is very important for us to live in harmony with our neighbors so that we can have a good, friendly and healthy life together. In simple words, what is a neighbor? A neighbor is a person who lives nearby in a house that is next door. When a group of families live in a particular area, they form a neighborhood. Now, many neighborhoods form a community and many communities form a society. Now, let us read the story in your history textbook on page number 88.
A neighbor is someone who lives close by. Sometimes we do not know our neighbors or other people whom we come in contact with, like fellow travelers in a bus or train. How should we behave then? Read this story. A long time ago, a man was traveling to a faraway city. On the way, robbers attacked him. They robbed him of his money and his clothes, beat him, and left him lying half dead on the road. A little later, a priest passed down that road. He saw the man lying there, but he looked away and carried on walking. Soon another man passed by. He too looked away and did not help the injured man. A little later, a Samaritan from a nearby place called Samaria came down the road. He saw the injured man and stopped to help. He put medicine on the wounds and bandaged them. Then he put the injured man on his own horse and took him to an inn, a hotel. He looked after him that night. The next day he had to continue on his journey. But before leaving, he asked the innkeeper to look after the injured man and gave him money for it. So, students, which traveler was a good neighbor to the injured man? Why? Yes, the third traveler, that is, the Samaritan, was a good neighbor to the injured man. He took care of the injured man even though he did not know him. He was thoughtful, kind, and caring towards him. The next question: can we be good neighbors to people whom we do not know? Yes, we can be good neighbors to people whom we do not know by being kind, helpful, and caring. If we think only about ourselves, we cannot be good neighbors.
We should be kind and helpful to people whom we know. But we should also be kind, helpful and caring towards other people. This is the true meaning of being a good neighbor. A good neighbor always think and care about other people. Who needs our help? Everybody needs help. But there are some people who need more help than others. Now let us see who are the people who need our help. Elderly people. Many elderly people in India do not have families to take care of them. They have no savings, that means they do not have money. Neither they can work because of poor health. Sometimes sick and old people are kept in shelter homes because there is no one to take care of them. Often, old people feel very lonely since the young people are busy with their work. So how we can contribute? We can spend some time with them. We can take them out for a walk. Offer them help and support whenever they need. And listen to their stories. Sick people. Sickness causes a great deal of pain and loneliness for both children and adults. Some of the diseases which they suffer are incurable. When we meet such people who are really sick, we realize how fortunate, that means how lucky we are. Now how we can contribute such people, those who are really sick? We can spend time with them. When they feel better, we can read out stories to them. We can play games. We can also feed them whenever they require. Underprivileged children. That means children who are less fortunate, means they are not lucky. They belong to poor section of our society, that is poor family. Students, we are very fortunate as we have a home to live in. We have food to eat. We have clothes to wear. We have someone to look after us, that is our parents. We have toys to play. During vacation time, we go out. But these children, they lack with basic facilities. They do not have a house. Neither they get food to eat. Neither they have proper clothes. So, how we can help them? We can provide them with proper food. We can give a proper health care. We can give them education by giving our old books to them and by teaching them whatever we have learned in our school. We can give our old toys. We can give clothes to these needy. So this is how we can help underprivileged children. People with special needs. These people are different from others. They have some special problems like they cannot walk, or they cannot talk, or they cannot hear, or they cannot understand, or at times they cannot see. So often people do not want to talk or spend time with them. These people feel lonely when people ignore them. So how we can contribute? We can help them. You can spend time talking to them. You can play games with them, or you can include them in your games. You can also celebrate their little success. There are many organizations across the world that help needy people. So let us see some of the organizations that help people. The first one is UNICEF. UNICEF stands for the United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund. The UN created UNICEF in 1946. The organization works around the world helping children. They provide funds for their education, health, and mothers in the developing countries. This is the logo for UNICEF. The second world famous organization is Red Cross. It was created on 17th February 1863 in Geneva, Switzerland. It provides help in times of emergencies, natural disasters like earthquake, floods, and wars. It gives medical treatments to the injured people. It also helps them to return to a healthy and useful life. This is the logo for Red Cross. The third organization is Save the Children. It was established in the United Kingdom in 1990. This organization works to improve the lives of children through education, healthcare and economic opportunities all over the world. It helps them to lead a safe, healthy and fulfilling life. This is the logo for Save the Children. There are many organizations in India as well who help needy people. One among them is CRY. It stands for Child, Rights and Youth. It helps disadvantaged children, that means underprivileged children. It works towards protecting the rights of children. This is the logo for CRY. The next organization is Smile Foundation. It was established in 2002 in New Delhi. Smile Foundation works with underprivileged children's health and education. It also works with their families. This is the logo for Smile Foundation. The next is HelpAge India. It was established in 1978 in New Delhi. It works for the cause and care of disadvantaged older persons and improve their quality of life. So they focus on elderly people. This is the logo for HelpAge India. Apart from many organizations who have helped needy people all across the world, there are many people who have devoted their life, who have cared about and helped less fortunate people. Some of the famous people who have helped others are Mother Teresa. She was not born in India, but she spent her major life in India, that is in Calcutta. She was born on 27th of August 1910 in Skopje, Macedonia. She died on September 5th, 1997, Calcutta, that is in India. By profession, she was a Catholic nun. She became teacher, but later on she gave up her teaching and she devoted her life to help ill and poor people. She is best known for fighting for the rights of the sick and helpless people. Baba Amte was born on 26th of December 1914. He died on 9th of February 2008. His real name was Murlidhar Devidas Amte, but he was popularly known as Baba Amte. He was Indian social activist who worked for the rehabilitation and empowerment of people suffering from leprosy, a kind of sickness, very serious sickness. He also joined Indian freedom movement under the influence of Mahatma Gandhi ji. He studied law, but he gave up his profession as a lawyer and he devoted his life to help the needy people in India. Thank you.